When it comes to concrete, we've got you covered. RowPaint.com offers custom concrete coating services for your garage, business, warehouse, and more. And we do it in one day. We are your complete concrete coatings solution.
This is Bronco Nation News Live. The best interviews, the most informed opinions, the latest breaking news, all from the top Boise State insiders. Now, here's four-time NSMA Idaho Sports Writer of the Year, BJ Rains, with another edition of Bronco Nation News Live.
Well, greetings, Boise State fans. Happy game day, the first home game of the 2022 season for the Boise State football team. The tailgating lot is filling up outside Albertson Stadium. Get your comments in. Get your questions. Our great intern, Jordan Finch, was out earlier catching some of the sights and sounds. The cheerleaders out before the game. The band, of course. It's game day in Boise, Idaho. Even Buster's busting a move a little bit. We appreciate you for joining us on the BroncoNationNews.com pregame show, the Lithia Ford of Boise pregame show, sponsored by our friends at Lithia Ford. We'll give you plenty of more tailgating scenes, but we are live at the James. The James Whiskey and Cocktail, now it's the Kitchen and Bar. The James Kitchen and Bar, a full menu service. They got the outdoor bar going. They're going to have the game on. What a spot to stop on by before the game, after the game, the next time you're in the area. This is a perfect spot here at the James. So welcome on in. BJ Rains here. We are live, as I said, at the James. We got some fans behind us that we're going to catch up with in a little bit. You never know who's going to stop by, but get your comments in, get your score predictions in. Let's go Broncos. We got Let's Go Bronco Nation show up. It's game day out on the blue. And, man, what a spot here at the James. So as you can tell, it's a really, really cool spot. We're right across from the stadium. We're going to be here every pregame and every postgame. And postgame, I'm going to have Coach Kent Riddle with us. Longtime Boise State assistant coach Kent Riddle is going to be here post-game. So if you're watching this over in your tailgating spot, come on by after the game and hang out with us. You can meet Coach Riddle, maybe ask him a question or two. Even got the fan mic here. If any fans have any questions or anything that they want to get on the air, we might let you do that as well. So appreciate you for checking us out. Thanks, as always, to all of our sponsors. So excited to get it going here. Due to contractual obligations, I guess I'll say, we're not allowed to be inside the stadium before the game. So we figured, hey, why not come out to our friends at the James and hang out here? And so we got folks listening to music, having drinks, saw Crown and Coke go out a little while ago over here at the bar. So having a good time, and hope you'll stop by after the game. If you're coming to the next game, you can come see us pregame. We'll be here every game before the game, every game after the game, and we're looking forward to it. And this is so funny, Cameron. That's the exact score that I predicted, 45-14. So I'm right there with you. That is the score that I predicted earlier today. But as I said, a lot going on outside the stadium. You got Buster Bronco busting a move a little bit. You got the tailgating underway. Fans are having a good time. Here's the friends and family tailgate. So some of the players' parents, family members are out there. You got it was a nice-sized tailgate. They're getting close to a sellout. Not sure if they're quite there yet, but you got father and son playing catch with the football here. Just a beautiful day. Mid-70s. It's sunny. Just a perfect day. And, yes, you got the hot dogs going on the grill. Of course, you got to have the hot dogs.
Go Broncos!
And you got the pimp, right?
Go Broncos!
There you go. You got the brats. You got the hot dogs. You got the Ford fan zone this year where you can go hang out. All kinds of cool stuff going on over there. You got the band. And, of course, the team. This was just about an hour ago. The team arriving at Albertson Stadium. Nice big amount of fans helping welcome the team in. Slapping five there. Here comes Ashton Genty, the star freshman running back. DJ Schramm coming in. Keonohi Kaniho over there. There's Kekania Holamia Gonzalez, the center. all touching the Lyle Smith statue, one of the traditions they have here on their way into the stadium. And again, just a perfect day for football, and we're excited to be here, as I said, at the James. And you never know who's going to stop by. We got multiple people here. Who wants to go first? We'll go with have a seat here, man. We'll get you in here. Let's let's see. Come over this way a little more. We got fans. I told you stop by, you get to come on. You're wearing the now everyone knows you as Bronco Blaymeyer, right?
Yes, sir. Bronco Blaymeyer.
That's what you go by. I mean, that you got the YouTube channel going. But tell us just, about yourself and what you got going on. I know you're a big-time BSU fan. You're doing the YouTube channel and things like that, and I know you haven't been here in a while, so you're pumped up to be here, man. You came a long way, too.
Yeah, I came all the way up from Florida.
Get it close to your mic.
There you go. Sorry.
That's all right.
Came all the way up from Florida. Been a long time since I've been able to fly back up here. And 2016, Boise State vs UNLV, last time I was here for a home game. I did go to the UVA game, the away game there, and the UCF game last year. But it's exciting. Bronco Blaymeyer on YouTube and Twitter. That's where you can find me. I've been doing the channel for 3 years. Just a chance really to share my passion for Boise State with other Boise State fans.
What's you all the way from Florida? I mean, he's got the blue turf here. I mean, you're as diehard as they come, man. Why are you such a big BSU fan?
Well, I mean, obviously part of it's the family connection. You grow up, Gene Blaymeyer, my great uncle there. So obviously you grow up going to the games.
Okay.
I remember being up here when I was about 9 or 10 years old, climbing around up on the bleachers, watching Jared Zabransky, Ian Johnson, all those guys play. But honestly, I mean, who couldn't be a fan of Boise State? I mean, obviously you got the blue turf, but you just got a team that every single year seems to be in the mix. Maybe not so much this year, but we'll get there, Andy Avalos. Every single year seems to be in the mix. They're just an exciting team to watch. So I'd tell people I was born into the fandom, but I'd be there anyway.
What do you make of the team this year?
I think it's just more growing pains, more than anything else. I think last year we kind of saw the defense coming into its own and finding itself. Obviously, when you got a whole new coaching staff coming, not just the head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, guys all throughout all the different positions. It's going to be growing pains. Year 3 is what I'm looking for them being reestablishing that Boise State way. But this year, I think it's the offense is going through those growing pains. I think Tim Plow, like I talked about in my preview video, he's just trying to find what he wants to do here. Last year, focused a little bit more in the air. This year, trying to bring more of a balanced attack, try to get the deep ball in. I think I'm not on the anti-Tim Plow wagon at all. I mean,
all right, you're one of the few apparently right now.
I'm on the he needs to prove something.
Yeah.
But I think that he's just trying to find what he wants to put together here for Boise State. So
what is the feeling like, though, man? You said 2016 was the last time you were here. It's a perfect afternoon. There's tailgating going on. The stadium's right here behind us. You came all the way from Florida. I mean, this got to be a pretty special day for you.
It is amazing. I always tell people Boise, Idaho is the greatest city in the country. There's not a city like this that combines the outdoors and the rural stuff as well as the big city elements that you need. I mean, Boise State is amazing. So I'm having a great time here. It's like Christmas.
So how can folks follow your channel and all the stuff you're doing for BSU fans?
Yeah, so like I said, Bronco Blaymeyer on YouTube. So look me up on there. I do preview videos, so 3 keys to the game videos, reviews of the game as well. Mountain West football in general and some college football, but Boise State primary, and then also on Twitter. You can find me on both of those platforms. And you
got a lot of notes here, man. Give us one note. Give us one key here. Come on.
All right. This was notes for my video this week. So number one key, I think, for me is going to find your playmakers. You've got a team that has a lot of playmakers on it, but we really haven't seen these guys stepping up. Tynell Hopper, leading tight end last year, hasn't even been on the field for basically a passing play. They've been bringing him in to block. Find your playmakers. Cutter, third leading guy coming back in receiving yards, hasn't touched the ball this year. Stefan Cobbs,
I think he's maybe been a little injured. I think there's a reason that he hasn't done much. We'll see. Maybe today's the day he breaks out a little bit.
But and then Stefan Cobbs is supposed to be that number 1 guy, but only 4 receptions. He's actually last in yardage or tied for last in yardage on the team right now. So I think Boise State, FCS opponent, maybe some opportunities there for the offense to find themselves getting a rhythm. So that's my number 1 key here is find your playmakers getting rhythm here.
Well, hey, man, we really appreciate you coming by. We want to let you get back to the tailgating and everything. But before you leave, we'll make sure Jaden hooks you up with a Bronco Nation News T-shirt here, and we'll find your size. But really appreciate you coming by, man. We're going to be following you. Let me know if I can ever help you out again on your shows. And thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure, if you guys haven't already, click that like and subscribe there on YouTube. Make sure you do it. This guy's the best in the business.
Appreciate you, man. Bronco Blaymeyer, we appreciate you coming by. Come on, Jordan. Come over, Derek, get over here. Almost called him Jordan. You got the Morales brothers over here, the Blue Collar Club in the house. you stop by, you get to come on the air here. So we're going, from one diehard BSU fan to the next, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. And hey, no worries about calling me Jordan. My dad does it too. So I'm feeling the closeness now. No, appreciate you having us on to talk a little bit about Blue Collar Club and also give some love to BNN.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming by. You guys got a big tailgate setup going, right?
We do. Yeah, we have quite a few members stopping by. The wings are sizzling right now. So after you come get a little drink at the James, hang out here. So this is a great setup, by the way. Great rooftop.
Yes.
Before you make it into the stadium, make sure to swing by and say hello.
Yeah, we'll have to make folks do that. I'm sure the Blue Collar Club flag is out in full force, right?
It's raised high near the Idaho Sports Medicine Institute. So swing by. Would love to chat with you. Love to meet members if you're out there. If you have heard about us or seen us, come chat with us. We won't put on too hard of a sell, but really appreciate BNN's support. It's been a great partner in some ways. I mean,
we like seeing BSU
right?
like seeing BSU doing well, and like seeing you guys what you're doing. I think it's admirable, just giving up your time and effort and energy and money for no real gain other than just to help your Boise State succeed, right?
Absolutely, and I think it's a example. Just small numbers of people can make a big difference. So we, I think at this time last year had about 13 members, and we're now up to 170 members.
Wow!
That donated over around $45,000 just in the last year. So. Excited to see if we can keep that level of growth. Obviously, that'd be incredible, but who knows? I'm sure you're feeling this too. I mean, the subscriber growth you've seen, there's fans out there that can support this program and make it elite, and we're trying to find those fans.
Yeah, we kind of caught lightning in a bottle with basketball season, and hopefully football season can always wear
in honor of all the fans that wear Kellen Moore jerseys to basketball.
I was going to say, there's not too often do you get people wearing basketball shirts to football games.
This is for Coach Moats if you're out there, and Max Rice 12.
I like that. So how has it been going with getting Jeremiah Dickey and Cody Gogler and everybody to kind of, you guys have formed, I think, an ambassadorship or however you want to phrase it, where you guys are now officially recognized by them, and you've been able to. It's pretty cool. You guys were just a group of fans that started literally by yourself, taking money, and now Boise State has kind of welcomed you guys in a little bit. And if folks are wanting to maybe get involved and donate and stuff like that, how can they do that?
Yeah, so I mean, I will call out too. I mean, we're not officially, partnered with the university, but they do have an account set up where all your money, all your donations goes directly to the account. We don't touch it, and that was important for us to know that your money, your donations, that donations going directly to the university. So their support, though, has been unreal. When we were starting to see the momentum take off, the support they've provided, Cody, Jeremiah, Molly Lenti Dickinson, she's listening as well, Nicole Kreiner, the whole team over there. I mean, there's so many people.
You can't leave anybody out, man. You're going to hear about it. Come on.
20 minutes if I said everybody, but they've been amazing and supportive. But I also know that, fans that are looking to get involved and engaged, like we've got the right team here that's going to capture that. So reach out to us. We're on Twitter, Blue Collar Club. We're on Facebook, Instagram, all the socials. We also have bluecollarclub.org. You can check us out.
And I know one of the things that the benefits of the Blue Collar Club, right, is you maybe focus on guys that have, smaller donations or smaller amounts of money, or maybe they can only give $10 or $20 a month, and they don't feel like at the BAA, if they're not given $1,000 or something, that it means anything. But you get 10 guys giving $10 a month, that's an extra $100, $1,200 a year.
Yeah, and I'll say, our average donation right now is about $22. Some people are giving $5, some people are giving $100. What we recommend is something that you're not going to miss. And so we have it set up where it's not something you're thinking about. You're not feeling that stretch, but it adds up. I was shocked. I didn't donate to the university before Blue Collar Club. And they've been able to catch me for like $25 a month now. And it adds up. And I'm looking like, in the past 2 years, I've donated something I'm pretty happy about. So it doesn't have to be a lot. If it's $5 a month, great.
We got Jacob here saying, I bought that shirt as well. Great purchase.
Let's go,
we got Mr. Tarlis watching from Greece.
Perfect.
Hello to him.
Someone's
asking how close we are to the sellout. 500 tickets as of a few hours ago. What was you've been over there tailgating, partying. What's the atmosphere like over there, man?
I don't think growing up in Boise, I appreciate how good of a tailgate scene is over at Albertson Stadium. You visit some of these great programs and no heat to schools like BYU and Oregon State that are phenomenal and I have a ton of respect for, but the tailgate scene is just not the same. You see that sea of blue and orange is already set up over there. You got Voodoo Daddy rolling out tamales. People are passing out wings to opposing fans and stuff. It's an awesome tailgate atmosphere.
And I guess final thing, it's a day game. It's 2:00. It's the home opener. It really doesn't get any better than this, right?
Hey, how could you wait 300 days for football in the blue and decide to wait a couple more weeks? Wait till October. I don't see it. it's a celebration over there. It's not about the opponent. We're gonna have a good time, and if you have the opportunity to make it down, you got to get down here.
Yeah, well, appreciate you guys. Best of luck with what you're
Absolutely.
doing, and hopefully we'll see. I think your brother said maybe after the game he might stop by. I know you guys got a big tailgate going on right now. Couldn't pull him
Yeah.
away from the grill or something, I guess. Or
he is dropping those wings in there at an accelerated pace right now.
Nice.
He doesn't trust me with it, rightfully so.
Well, make sure that you guys save me a couple on the way back to the stadium. We'll make sure we stop by and say hello to everybody.
Anything for BJ and the BNN
taste
team.
them out, man. Hey, appreciate
Thanks.
you.
Yep, much
there
love.
he is. We appreciate Derek Morales and the Blue Collar Club. They do a tremendous job, so we appreciate him for coming by and checking us out. Again, get your comments in, get your questions in. We would be happy to get them on screen here. And again, folks, starting to file in here to the James, thinking this is going to be an awesome spot for football. If you want to come over, you don't have a tailgate spot, you want to come over and have a drink, watch some of the other games that are on before you go over to your game inside the stadium. After the game, the game's over, you put your tailgate spot away, you come on over and have a drink and hang out with us. And again, on the post-game show, we're going to have Kent Riddle. Kent Riddle, former Boise State coach, will be here on the post-game show with us. So we are really, really looking forward to having Kent Riddle with us and breaking down the game only like Coach Riddle can. Over 30 years in coaching, and he is going to be here on set with us after the game to break down the game and have some fun. And we'll have a drink or two, and looking forward to it. And, I also said this, if you came by on the post-game show, if you're in the area, we're going to give away this Yeti Bud Light cooler as well as the Bud Light Seltzer chair. We got a little bucket here. We're going to put some names in it, and we will give this away if somebody stops by and says hello to us here at the James. So having a great time. If you haven't been to the James, it's just an awesome place. They started adding food recently as well, and so it really is a really, really great spot. And you can come have a drink, like I said, sit on this patio. They got TVs. Behind me here, they got the garage that opens up in the middle. We got the whole crew out here working, having a good time. You can't see it over on this way. Maybe if I can't show you on the, but maybe this other camera will show it. There's some couches over here. You can kind of see the tops of them. They got the couches over there. Maybe if you can, Jaden, go to the top one and aim it down just a tad. We will try to give you a little better angle here of what's going on over there. But they got the outdoor bar set up over here. They got a great spot. So, if you're watching this thinking, damn, I should have been down here for this game, come on down to the next game. They'll be out here every game. That's a little too much, maybe. Just a little slightly bit higher. We'll see if we can switch back there in just a second. And that's probably good right there. That's perfect. You can see now what we're talking about with the outdoor couches, kind of a lounge area. They got the tiki torches that'll be going in the evening. So awesome spot here at the James. And we, again, appreciate Jaden, he's an intern, but we call him an associate reporter. Give him a little higher title than that. Got here early this morning, was helping me set all this up. He's going to be here late tonight doing this with us. So appreciate everybody for coming to check us out. Do you think Air Force losing will benefit Boise State in the Mountain West title race? We will have to find out about that moving forward. But yes, I mean, that's an extra loss for Air Force. So now theoretically, Boise State could lose to Air Force, and then all you need is Air Force to lose one more game now instead of two, to where you still would have a chance to win the division. So any division loss for Utah State, Air Force, any of those teams are always good. So yes, you certainly will take the result of that game. James says problem is we have to play the top two teams from the west side. Doesn't hurt. We control our destiny. Air Force likely runs the rest of the conference table. So, yeah, I mean, it could come down to that game October 20th, I believe it is, October 21st, there at the Air Force Academy. That could be the game that decides the Mountain Division. Air Force, before that game yesterday, was scheduled to be favored in every game they play this season. So, obviously, Air Force is going to be a challenge. Let me see one of those shirts real quick, Jaden. I want to show folks what we got here. We got the Bronco Nation News shirts here. We're giving away the Bronco Nation News shirts thanks to our great sponsor at Idaho Central Credit Union. So if you want to stop by after the game, again, we got plenty of shirts, things to give away, lots of goodies here. I mentioned all the other things we're doing. So again, just an awesome spot. Thanks to Barry and Scott and Perry and everybody at the James for helping us and welcoming us here. You can see the stadium. I mean, can you find a better spot with a stadium right there? I mean, it's literally right across the street. Just a tremendous new spot here in downtown Boise that I think is going to be just a tremendous hit here on Broadway. So check us out on Broadway. We're right next to Suds and End Zone. And again, we'll be here every game. Before the game, we'll be about 2 hours before the game for the pregame show. And then post-game, The post-game show will be about an hour after the game. And again, that's the one you want to come to because you're going to have Kent Riddle and a lot going on there as well for the post-game show. So we'll have a lot going on. Looking forward to that. And again, we'll put you on. We got the mic. We got the extra camera here. So I'm making the promise. If you come on the post-game show, we'll put you on and get your thoughts on the game. So looking forward to being here post-game and having a lot of fun. If you do have a score prediction, we'll try to give away a gift card to the James here if we can get some score predictions. So if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, we appreciate that. But go ahead and let us know where you're watching from. We'll give some shout-outs here, and then give us your score prediction for this game. And whoever gets closest, we'll come up with some sort of prize for you, either a James gift card or a Blue and Orange store gift card or something here moving forward. But we would love to kind of see where folks are watching from. We got a lot watching right now, so we really do appreciate the support. Hopefully you are a paying subscriber of Bronco Nation News. If you're not, hopefully you'll consider. It's $70 for an entire year, and that gets you our exclusive Wednesday evening BNN After Dark shows. It gets you our exclusive columns and content throughout the week, and it also gets you a $25 gift card to the Blue and Orange store. I throw that in with your subscription. So we're trying to get up to 600. We're at, I think, 581 right now. So if we can get, or maybe 583, we got 2 more this morning. So we need 17 more to go. Appreciate everybody that has already subscribed. We got the predictions starting to roll in. Again, get your comments in, get your thoughts, your score prediction. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll make you a part of the show here at the James in Boise. Banana L and Locke says down 10-0 with Hank. Talon comes in, and then it's 49-10 is what the Banana and Locks preview is. That would be something if Hank got pulled down 10-0 to UT Martin, and then Talon led them to the 49-10 win. After the Oregon State loss, if you predicted Boise State's record for the rest of the year, I still think they can go 10-2. I don't think they have a lot of losable games left on their schedule. I think this is a good team. So I think this is obviously a game tonight for Boise State where you've got to come out, or this afternoon. You got to play well. I mean, you got to win this game rather easily. If they come out and struggle, and this is a 31-20 game or something, that might be a little bit of a worrisome feeling. But for me, I think Boise State comes out, plays well, wins this game rather easily, and gets some mojo going into the UTEP game next week. So we got a couple score predictions starting to come in. 42-17. The G-Man Chase Love says 66-14. Wow. If Boise State can score 66 points today on UT Martin, Tim Plow might be able to run for mayor tomorrow. Who knows if that were to be the case. So we got the Misa family. Thanks for coming on, watching from Tacoma, 48-14. We got Jacob saying 53-17. James McDonald, 41-17. Appreciate you, James, for always watching and commenting. Preston says 38-7. So, yeah, get those predictions in, and we'll try to keep track of them. And whoever was the closest, we'll make sure we get you a prize at some point here in the near future. If you joined us a little late, we can go ahead and show you some more of the pregame scene before the game outside Albertson Stadium. This was just a short time ago. The tailgating in full effect. It's a beautiful day. Not even a cloud in the sky for Boise State and UT Martin today. It's just a great, beautiful day. You can see all the different tailgating setups going on. Everybody has the elaborate setups with the grills and the TVs and all that good stuff. The cheerleaders, of course, out and about. And, of course, you got the band, Logan Dominguez and our friends there in the Blue Thunder Marching Band. They're always out, getting the crowd fired up. Buster Bronco even busting a move there, thanks to the guy in the orange shirt for getting in our way. But, again, thanks to Jaden Finch for getting all the footage of out there before the game for this. You had the family and friends tailgate. A lot going on out there in the elaborate tailgate setups are pretty amazing. And, of course, you've got the father and son playing catch. I saw a couple of those. I saw Mark Ridley, one of our great sponsors, Ridley's Family Market. Saw him and his son Aiden out there playing catch. You got the grills going on.
Hey, go Broncos!
The BSU Pimp has his setup, as always, with the tamales. There's some more dogs and burgers from that crew. The Ford Fan Zone, they made some upgrades to that this year, by the way, and so you have all the different people out there hanging out, watching the game, watching the pregame. And then, of course, the team rolling through. There's Scott Matlock, John Ojukwu, Tyreek Jones and company, all making their way into the stadium, just a little over an hour ago, as Boise State gets set to play against UT Martin in the home opener. I'll tell you what, I'm jealous of these folks back here. They're just sitting there on the couch having a drink, getting ready to go into the game. Very jealous of the folks over here at the James as you see the team coming in as they touch the Lyle Smith statue as they do pretty much for every game. Tyler Rasa is getting ready to join us, by the way, as well. So we're going to have Tyler Rasa come on in, the former Boise State kicker. He's hanging out, so Jade, make sure if you find Tyler, we can get him on. But appreciate everybody again for checking us out here. Bronco Nation News, BroncoNationNews.com. We got some more score predictions coming in. Davis watching from Tampa, Florida, 49-10 is what Davis has. Jen agrees with me, which is pretty rare for someone to agree with me, but thanks for the coverage. No, appreciate you for watching. Our man Cameron Genty gets 2 touchdowns today, and we have the same score prediction, 45-14, as me and Cameron. So I hope from that standpoint that we're correct. 2 touchdowns for Genty would obviously be nice to see. Any other bold predictions, feel free to get those in. Any concern that this game might be close? UT Martin, it shouldn't be, but you never know what you're going to get with the UT Martin Skyhawks. Boise State played them once in 2013, beat them pretty badly back in 2013, and now they're playing here again. They saw their team buses arriving a little while ago, so folks making their way into the tailgating area, making their way into the James. 30-17 is Michael Watson's one. Now, I've never fired an intern. 17-3 is quite the score prediction. If Jaden's correct and the score is 17-3, then you're going to have quite the setup there. Look who made his way over here. You've got the family and everything here. Boise State royalty. We'll bring him on. You can come on over a little closer if you want here. Now, we got Tyler Rasa in the house. Tyler, slide over a little bit. How's it going, man? Let me turn your mic back up here.
Oh, you're good.
There we go. How you doing, man?
No, everything's going great. Just excited for this Bronco game day. Tell you what, downtown is buzzing right now.
Yeah, what is the atmosphere? You just were out there. It's pretty exciting, huh? A lot of first home game of the year, afternoon game. There is a lot of excitement going on.
Yeah, no, people are excited. I haven't seen it buzzing like this in a little bit. People are excited for Boise State to be back. It's a beautiful day. Can't ask for any better weather, but all this is exciting for what Boise State can do, and hopefully have some fireworks today against this team.
What's it like for you, man? Obviously playing here and being a part of that, now getting to come back when you can as a fan and see the atmosphere and see the tailgating and see it from the other side. What's it like, man? Is it still kind of give you those goosebumps, make you think back, running out on the blue and stuff?
Always. I mean, it's always stuff to reminisce on.
Get that a little closer to your mouth.
There we go. Every time we're playing, every time they're playing, I always, you always want to get out there and show your stuff, but it's exciting that, still involved, especially with Jonah. Kid's a baller kid. I mean, he's still going to do well. He's going to keep performing. He's going to keep doing his thing. And so, he's been sharing his success with me, and we've been, going over some stuff, working on some things, and just exciting, just have it back and everything like that.
Now, James McDonald here says Tyler is channeling the Avalos look. Is that the Avalos look, the high hoodie there?
Actually, if you can actually go back and look at just some pictures when I was at Boise State. I've had this look for a while. I've always liked long sleeve. Long sleeves have always been kind of my thing. And this Boise State hat, we actually Dale used to order us special hats for the specialists.
Okay.
So this isn't one of them, but we all used to have our own numbers on each of them. So kind of just a look that I've sustained throughout the years.
What do you make of, you mentioned, your guy Jonah only misses 2 all of last year, misses 2 in the Oregon State opener, and then came back and I think hit his only attempt in the New Mexico game.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you make of where Jonah's at? I know there was a lot of people saying they didn't want to see him as much this year. They were hoping for more touchdowns. We've talked to you about that, where you had the big year and then not as much opportunities the next year.
Yep.
But what do you make of where Jonah's at right now? No one was expecting to see him miss 2 in that first game.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back to this last game, he was hitting the ball great, especially against New Mexico. The way it was coming off his foot was, classic Jonah. I think with the problem with that first game was it was so many ups and downs. And as a specialist, I mean, it's because especially when you get past the 50-yard line, that's where you start warming up, where you get into the game. And we had 5 turnovers that game. So all that starts adding up. And the thing that I talked to him about one was he let the game get to him. He didn't play his own game. And when you have a roller coaster like that and you're continually up and down, you're continually doing that, it's going to be hard to perform.
Now, somebody asked where you were for the 2010 Nevada game. They could have used you for that one, somebody said.
Yeah, 2010, I was still in high school. I was a sophomore in high school, actually. But, I mean, I thought the kick was good.
Everyone seems to think that. What you mentioned, Jonah, I know everybody's excited about him, but it was also a big improvement from week 1 to week 2 for James Ferguson Reynolds as well. Yeah. You came on. We talked to him back before he had, one of the early shows at Bronco Nation News. We had him on and seemed like a good kid. He got off to a little bit of a rough start. He obviously won the punting job. His net improved like 8 yards. He looked much more comfortable in the second game. That first game, and maybe it wasn't the same for you since you weren't, like a true freshman coming in. But him coming all the way from Australia, true freshman, first real American football game. Was it kind of to be expected with some of those jitters? I mean, do you think what we saw in the New Mexico game is much more of what we're going to see from him?
Oh, I think we're going to see that and more. I mean, again, first game of his football career going against Oregon State in a hostile environment, and they have some newly upgrades to that stadium. Coach Smith having them, the Oregon State, basically relevant again. And, there was excitement there. And for him to go into that for his first game ever, I mean, that's, it's hard to perform there. But the way he looked against New Mexico, he's going to keep performing like that. He's comfortable now. Ball's coming off his foot. He looks consistent. And that's the biggest thing, is just looking consistent, being consistent, and putting your team in the plus category on the hidden yards. And the hidden yards basically is, say we're backed up on our 30-yard line and he's putting it to their 20 or inside the 20-yard line. That's hidden yards, to where if he's putting outside the 20, 25, 30, that gives them better chances to score. But anytime you're pinning them back and you're winning those hidden yards, and then all of a sudden they punt it to our 50-yard line, we're winning there. That's what we want.
And we're seeing the rollout, Aussie style.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to take off at some point, or how? I mean, what is the benefit, I guess, or what is the reason why the Aussie punters do it like that?
It's just a comfortable way. I mean, that's how, when they are upbringing, they're playing rugby, and how they basically handle the ball from there and how it comes off their foot, how they almost juggle it in a way. That's their first nature. It's, people here in America, that our first thing is throwing a baseball, throwing anything like that. You give us a baseball, you give us football, first thing we want to do is throw it. In Australia, they want to kick it. That's just what they do. So for him, given the circumstance, they're going to give him some circumstances where they say, okay, here's the look. If you see 10 yards, you see green grass, take off. There will be circumstances like that, and it could be this game as well.
Hey, we'll play this clip back and say if that's the case that you called it. But what do you make, man? Obviously, you're pretty close to the program still. You watch all the games and stuff. I mean, 1-1. I know fans aren't super excited with the offense right now. The whole Bachmeier Green thing, don't really show up and play pretty poorly in the first game of the season. What do you make? And if you got to deal with your little one over there,
he's just relaxing.
Who we got over there, by the way?
This is Brooks.
You got to get your thing.
There we go. Brooks is just relaxing right now. We can't
taking it all in. We can't see him on camera, but before we get out of here, we'll let you.
We'll bring him over here.
We'll get him over here. But what do you make? Just the pulse of Bronco Nation. There's a lot of people, I'd say, still they think the verdict's out on this team, I guess, in terms of what do you make? 1-1. I mentioned the whole QB debates, Bachmeier Green. Like, what are just your general thoughts on the team?
Yeah, I just, at this point, we need to find something consistent, find a consistent run game. And from there, your run is going to open up your passing game. And I think we need to get some creativity. And I was kind of, listen to some other alumni as well. And Alex Guerrero kind of put it in a good way, to where we need to scheme guys to get open. Scheming and, again, run to get the pass open, or even, having some plays where there's some sort of misdirection, anything like that. But I think this is a big game for Tim Plow. I think this will be big for him to, kind of piece everything together, find what he's comfortable with, and just exploring the playbook, open it up, let it all go.
And the defense doesn't seem like it's going to be too much to worry about this
year.
You
keep the offense on the field. I think what we need to be comfortable with is those, 10 to 15 play drives. Those need to be irregular, because if that happens and we have our defense on the field for, if they're off the field for those 10 to 15 plays, they're ready to go and they're fresh. I mean, they're a force to be reckoned with. Our defense looks good.
JD says he was watching some games back when you were playing. Those games were fun to watch. He's also got 42-21 as his score prediction today. What's it? I don't remember the exact games you played, but an FCS. I don't remember if you played in the FCS teams or a game where you're expected to win big. Mm-hmm. I guess because it's the home opener. Maybe I don't think there's going to be any kind of letdown. But what do you make in terms of, we saw Weber State crush Utah State? I think Incarnate Word beat Nevada.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you make of losses? Just how'd you guys and how'd the coaches try to keep you guys from having those lulls?
again, just you're taking it one play at a time. Sometimes you even look forward to these games because you're looking forward to having a big game, putting up some stats, putting yourself on the map to where you are looked to regularly. It's going to be big for these receivers, especially if we can get guys open, if guys can get down the field, get some vertical running, get downfield and really score. This is how guys are going to figure out how to get playing time. And it's going to be a big special teams day as well. We're going to have a lot of kickoffs. We're going to have guys flying down the field. Guys always want to go for the hammer shot. They want to put themselves on the map. And, when it comes to games like this, we played Idaho State in 2015 on the blue.
That's right.
And
Brett Rippon's debut, right?
Brett Rippon's debut. Yep. And that's where, there's excitement for that we had a new quarterback then and we wanted to play in those games. We really did. And I believe it might've been our home opener that year.
Okay. It was the second game. So yeah, it must've been.
Yeah. I think it was our home opener.
Second or third game.
Yeah, we were excited. Had a cool color combo. I think we went orange, blue, orange.
Yep.
And it's games like this guys are excited for.
Are you team Hank or team Talon?
I'm team Boise State. I love Hank.
I should have known.
Yeah, I'm team Boise State. Love Hank.
Did you ever cross paths with Hank? I don't think you did, right?
Never cross paths with him, but from the same area, I've always, whenever I see Hank, we always stop and have a conversation. For him, it's just about him being comfortable, him making the right reads, and him being put in the right position to succeed. And that's going to be the biggest thing for Hank, and just to make those right reads. But he's going to keep doing well. He's going to keep fighting. He's one of the toughest quarterbacks in America. He's awesome.
Somebody else asking if that's Andy Avalos. I should. If you just put your head down a little.
I know. I'll just put it like this.
I guess we can just say we got the live pregame interview here with him. But
right.
Skylar saying Genty should start. What do you make of Ashton Genty, the true freshman, coming on and pushing George here?
Yeah, I think it'll be a very good 1-2 punch. I think it's something that if you can have two solid backs, I mean, it opens up the playbook. It's one of those things where it's another Jay Ajayi, Jeremy McNichols type situation where, you have one guy who's predominant back, but you also have another guy who, if he's taking any sort of sweep, a power back, or he's doing the dirty work and Holani's kind of getting those open field, kind of glory plays, you can say, that's what we like.
Well, final thing, man, we really appreciate you. Bring the little one over here. Let's see if we can turn the camera a little better.
Put this down really quick.
All right. There we go. Let's get there we go. Perfect. Get the little one in there. What do you think about the game today?
What do you think?
Well, which ring we got on here?
This one's the Fiesta Bowl.
Fiesta Bowl championship ring. You got to support that, right?
And so I brought it up the other day. 2014 we go into Ole Miss. We kind of lose in an ugly way against Ole Miss. We come back. We fight a little bit more. We do lose a game to Air Force, but the rest of the year we win out. We win a Fiesta Bowl that year with 2 losses.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities with that team and this team.
Well, he says there's a lot of football left. The famous Aaron Rodgers, RELAX, relax.
Oh,
and
yeah.
appreciate that's a nice ring, man.
Oh, I love it.
Put that up towards the camera here a little bit. Let's there you go. Look at that. Fiesta Bowl championship ring for Tyler Rossi. We appreciate you, man. He couldn't, he said, yeah, I can come by, but I might have to bring Brooksy here. We said, no problem. Come on down, and really appreciate you for squeezing us in, man. And hopefully we can do this again, man.
Heck yeah, you let me know. Appreciate you having me on.
You're getting great. What are you doing these days still? I know you did you're not doing XFL, right? You got the USFL again
USFL,
or what?
Yep. Signed a 2-year contract with the USFL. We're going to go back. Hopefully get some more attention NFL-wise, some more workouts. There's always talk. I probably get a text message a week from a team asking for film, asking for different stuff. It's, they want that experience without giving it always, but it is what it is. We got to keep fighting. Dream's still alive.
So you are eligible, even with the USFL contract, to do an NFL
deal? The NFL. Yep.
Okay. Well, good luck, man. We saw Blankenship, get cut, and all these other kickers. There's got to be a spot for you somewhere, man. We always say it, and but really appreciate your time, man, and hopefully it's a good day for the Broncos, man. We'll be catching up with you soon, man.
Heck yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
You having me on.
There he is, Tyler Rossi, former Boise State kicker, still a big part of the community here, and we appreciate him for bringing Brooksy by, and have a good day, bud. We appreciate everybody stopping by here at the James. It's been a lot of fun. Jen saying thanks to Tyler for being a Bronco. That'll about wrap it up for us here for the pregame show. We're going to be back post-game. This place is going to be rocking post-game at the James. They're going to have a DJ. They're going to have a lot of stuff going on after the game. And, of course, Kent Riddle will join us after the game as well. So appreciate everybody for checking us out. Thanks so much to all of our great sponsors, Lithia, Ford of Boise, Idaho Central Credit Union, of course, rowpaint.com. Hope you're checking out BroncoNationNews.com. Hope you'll consider a subscription. We appreciate that. We'll have post-game coverage. But, again, if you're in the area, come on down after the game here at the James. We're going to have a party here. It's going to be a lot of fun with Coach Kent Riddle breaking the game down. If you're not in the area and you're watching on YouTube or wherever, that's fine. About an hour after the game or so, flip back over to where you're watching us now, YouTube or Facebook. We'd love to have you watch our post-game show. Make sure you're subscribing, liking us on YouTube, all that good stuff. And we're trying something new this year here at the James, having a lot of fun. And, again, we'll see you post-game with Kent Riddle, hopefully talking about a Boise State win. But the game's on FS1 at 2 o'clock Mountain Time. Enjoy the game. We'll talk to you soon. Bronco Nation News, BroncoNationNews.com.
Right now, Lithia Ford of Boise is buying used vehicles. How much you want for the SUV?
I don't know.
Well, Lithia Ford will give you more than that.
How much more?
More than you think.
I'm not thinking anything.
I'm thinking you might get even more than that. See how much more you can get at Lithia Ford of Boise.
Hey, Forrest here. Nothing like getting paid. And with ICCU's mobile app, I can deposit checks or accept Zelle payments so the money hits my account fast. I just wish there was an app for mowing the rest of these lawns.